Hey guys, Isaiah LeBron here, back again with another video. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to send 1,000 cold emails every single day so you can book tons and tons and tons of meetings for your SMMA or for your clients if you do run a B2B lead generation agency. So first, let's hop straight into it. How to send 1,000 cold emails every single day. You're going to need a few things here. I'm going to put them down in the description, but this is what I recommend you use. This is what we use for our clients, and I've been using this for a while now. And there's literally no issues. There are other ways you can set up your cold email system, but this is literally the best way, in my opinion, until I find a new infrastructure. But this is the one we're going to go with. So first of all, you're going to need Porkbun to buy your domains, porkbun.com, Google Workspace to set up the users, and you're going to need something to send the emails, right? Instantly.ai. I would not use smartly.ai if you're doing a lot of volume like this, just because I personally find it a little bit clunky with instantly.ai. It's the dashboard and everything like that. That just the overall UI is just way better in my opinion than smartly.ai. So that's the three softwares that we need for right now. And then for our leads, literally all you need to do is use Apollo.io and Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, because Sales Navigator on LinkedIn literally has millions and millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions of business contacts on there, and Apollo just gets their contacts from there anyways. So let's dive straight into it. Okay, how to send 1,000 cold emails every single day. So you're going to want to go on Porkbun. You're going to get 10 to 14 domains. Okay. After you get those 10 to 14 domains, you're going to want to go to Workspace, and we want 3 email accounts per, I don't know why I put per user here. We want 3 email accounts per domain, right? So for every one domain, we're creating 3 email accounts under that one domain. This is just what I found works best. All right, and you're about to see in a second how this all works at a very high level view. So then once you set that up, you're going to want to warm up those email accounts / domains for 2 to 3 weeks on instantly.ai. They have a wonderful warm-up feature. I would use that there. So effectively, when we do the math, right, we have, So we have in total 42 email accounts if we buy 14 domains, right? I highly recommend you, if you have the capital, if you have the cash flow, or if you have a lot of money liquid, I would literally do this to the max, right? I would buy 14 domains. I would do 42 email accounts, because we really want to hammer the market with as much volume as possible, but with quality emails, right? So that's the nuance there, okay? And I have loads of videos on the scripts that I use in tandem with a system like this. So you can just go back and see literally the script I use word for word, and you can use it for yourself. All right, so if we do the math here, so we send 35 cold emails per day per user, right? Now that is excluding the warm-up emails. So 42 email accounts sending 35 emails per day. We have 1,470 total power of how many cold emails we can send on a given day, right? So we can send in total, if we set up the maximum email accounts that I told you to set up here, and the maximum domains that I told you to set up here, we can send 1,470 cold emails per day safely, that is, okay? But we don't want to use all 42 email accounts. We want to keep some in the tank because, well, it's very, I wouldn't say it's commonplace, but it is increasingly becoming common of users, especially Google Workspace users, disconnecting. But I also hear this with other providers as well. So it's not a big of a deal, but inevitably one of the domains might get shot in terms of deliverability. So obviously all the users in that domain are going all to spam. So you're going to want to replace those with fresh email accounts and domains that you're warming up in the background, right? So it's very, very important. Think of it like sending out your main battalion and keeping your reserve battalion just in case shit goes awry on the front lines, if you will. This is how I look at cold email anyways. Okay, so what I recommend is we actually use 29 email accounts, and of course we can still send 35 emails per day per email account. So we can send 1,015 cold emails every single day, and that's the usable power that we have. And the rest of the cold email accounts, or the email accounts that we have, those are warming up on instantly.ai. So just in case one of these email accounts go awry or one of these domains go shot, we can replace those quickly and we don't have to do this process over again, right? So it's very important to solve problems before they even arise, okay? So that's literally how, that's the setup at a very, very high level view. And since we're going to be sending this amount of emails every single day, we want to do weekly deliverability tests. Now, me personally, I do weekly deliverability tests over the weekend. And so I test every single email account, every single domain that goes with that email account. And also I do that for my clients as well. I have a VA help me with this. So, because it is a lot once you have hundreds and hundreds of email accounts and hundreds of domains to manage, and kind of get sticky, but this is where a VA would actually help you with this. Now, you're probably asking, well, Isaiah, how much is this going to cost me every single month? Well, if you want to send 1,000 cold emails every single day, and listen, guys, the reason why you want to send this amount of volume every single day, first of all, is it's going to make us test way quicker, and we're going to become a better marketer and a better outbound specialist when we test this much. Because, well, why is that? It's because we're getting so much data on a daily basis, and we're analyzing that data, and we're fixing campaigns literally every single day. We're writing new campaigns every single day because the way that I structure the campaigns is we do separate campaigns and tests. So we load up 2,500 leads to one campaign, right? And so we obviously send cold emails to those 2,500 leads, and then we look at the data, we see what we can change, and then we keep iterating until we find a winning script, or scripts, I should say, because if you do find a winning script, it's going to die down in a couple months, maybe a year, who knows? So you always want to keep testing. You always want to keep finding new and improved scripts. Okay, so how much is this going to cost you at the end of the day? Because it's very important to know how much this is going to cost you, but it's also very important to know why you're spending this amount of money every single month. So that's why I mentioned it's very important that we test as quick as possible, because it's going to get us to our goal a lot faster, right? Because speed is the most important thing if you want to reach 10, 20, 30K a month in record time. All right. So this is the price per month. Now, this is just the running software costs. Obviously, you're going to have to clean your leads. Now, that costs money. Now, you can just get one-time credits on millionverifier.com. Super, super simple. And you're going to want to pay $99 a month on Apollo.io. Actually, should have put that here. Let me do it for you right now. So there's a caveat here. You can get Apollo.io for $20 a month. Some people get it, some people don't. You know, it's just a case of if you know, you know. Message me on IG, I'll tell you how to do that. But you can also get a scraper to scrape Apollo.io for free. Now, I'm not going to give what we use out there because, quite frankly, I just use a $20 a month deal. But for clients, if I run out of leads on Apollo.io, then I do use that scraper. So keep that in mind. You can get these costs low. You can get Sales Navigator for like $50 a month through Fiverr. So I would also keep that in mind, right? This is not set in stone, but just have this as a baseline. So effectively, once we add everything up and we break the pork bun domains down per year, it's about $12 a month. We get 512 USD per month. Now, that shouldn't seem like a lot because the minute you start sending 1,000 cold emails on the first day, you're going to get a shit ton of leads. You're literally going to get a shit ton of leads, a shit ton of opportunities. And imagine, the next 5 days of doing this, you're going to sign a client. You're going to sign multiple clients. If you don't, there has to be something wrong. There has to be something wrong because you're going to sign a client. You're going to sign a client when you're doing this amount of volume every single day. Now, of course, there is nuance. We want to make sure we're targeted. We want to make sure we are relevant. We want to make sure we have good market research so we can create scripts around certain pain points and insights we know that will resonate with the broader market. All right. Now, that is the caveat here, but this is just the infrastructure, so you can have the opportunity to send a lot of outbound messages every single day. So just keep that in mind. You're going to make this number back very, very, very quickly. I assure you. Now, before I move on to actually what this looks like here, actually, no, let's move on to this. So this is effectively what this looks like, what the tech infrastructure looks like, and really what the ecosystem looks like at a whole in terms of sending 1,000 cold emails every single day. So as you can see here, everything is color-coded accordingly. As we can see here, obviously Instantly is in the blue, so we're, all of our domains, all of our users, everything like that is operating within Instantly because that's where everything goes, so we can actually send these emails. And then here are our domains. We have 10 domains that are actively being used in terms of sending 1,015 per day. And then we also have domains. I don't know why this is doing that. I am sorry. And then we have these domains. I'm about to get rid of this. Hold on a second. All right, I'm sorry for that technical difficulty. Just imagine a blue circle here as the Instantly ecosystem. Okay. Anyway, so we have 10 domains that are that actively have 3 users, and we're sending from those users, right? So these are active soldiers, if you will, sending on our behalf, right? The cold emails, the 1,015 per day. This is what it looks like, right? So we have domain 1 with 3 users, domain 2 with 3 users, domain 3 with 3 users, and so on and so forth. Now, what this fire emoji represents is the warm up inside Instantly itself, right? We always want to keep warm up on because that will affect our deliverability scores and that will affect the domain health as well. We constantly want to keep those domains and users warm because if we don't, well, Google's probably going to flag us, right? So just trust me, keep them on warm up literally at all times. You never want to take them off the warm up setting inside instantly.ai. So, and then we have domain 11, 12, 13, and 14 warming up as well. And in the background, just in case one of these users get disconnected or one of these domains actually gets banned or disconnected, or it's just in the bin, right? So effectively what that looks like is, say, domain number 1, it's a shot domain, right? Google flagged it for some reason and we're landing in spam. Maybe we're on a few blacklists because, we checked the deliverability over the weekend, so we know, okay, this is a shot domain. We probably should replace it with, for example, domain 11, right? So we take domain 11. And we effectively replace it with domain 1 with domain 11, since domain 1 is really shot. So, but that first domain, right? So, in example's sake, we'll put that in the warm-up bucket, right? And over time, our domain will increasingly get healthier and healthier and healthier if it's shot, right? But worst comes to worst, you just buy a new domain, right? It's just $10 a year, right? And even with users as well, right? So say user number 1 on domain 3 is disconnected and it's just giving you trouble, right? Maybe it's the phone verification, maybe security questions or whatever would have you. Maybe you just got disconnected from Instantly. We just want to warm that up in the background so the reputation increases. Then say, we just grab user number 2 on domain 12 and replace it with the user that got disconnected, right? So we're always sending at least 1,015, right? Because most people make the mistake of using all their domains and users, and then once a domain gets shot, all 3 users go down the drain. Well, now you're sending less, right? And so now you got to start the whole process all over again. You have to buy a new domain. You have to set up the users. You have to set up the infrastructure behind that. And you also have to warm it up for at least 2 to 3 weeks, right? So now you're bottlenecked for the next 2 to 3 weeks in terms of how much volume you can send. So really, really keep that in mind. Now, once you have income coming in, you can, and this is what we do nowadays, you can hire a virtual assistant and give them literally every SOP imaginable that will help them set up the tech infrastructure. So this is what this looks like for us. And so while we have our VAs purchase domains, how many domains and inboxes to purchase, buying pork bun domains SOP, configuring the DNS, Google Workspace setup, Google Workspace inbox setup, and how to set up instantly.ai as well. So for every single client, our virtual assistant does this for them. right? So, and of course, if a user or domain is shot, the VA would replace that for us as well. All right, because when we have 10 plus clients, we have to focus on those clients. We don't want to focus on these menial tasks. Obviously, it's very, very important. This is your main mechanism if you do run a B2B lead gen agency. But we just want to hire a virtual assistant to do that stuff for us. All right, cool. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. That's how you send 1,000 cold emails every single day. And if you do want help with this, if you do sort of want what the frameworks for this, maybe you want the tech setup infrastructure, hit me up on IG. Let's set up a call. We'll talk you how to actually do this for yourself so you can send 1,000 emails every single day, get your first client, and then keep building from there. Keep building those Tetris blocks so you can get to 20K or more and beyond. So this should have you taken care of in terms of sending that much emails every single day. Make sure you're relevant. Make sure you're targeted. You're going to get a lot of positive replies. You're going to get a lot of bookings. You're going to sign a ton of clients within the span of 2 weeks. So use this wisely. All right. Have a good day. Cheers.